welcome everyone to today's episode of
Louder.
the RobCast.
Yeah.
For those who aren't sure what we're doing right now, we're going to be talking about Baby Driver today, and we're very excited about this movie.
Are we?
Yes, we are very excited.
Very excited.
Very.
Yes.
Today I'm joined by my producer Joshua.
Yellow.
And our special guest coming back for a third time, Jack.
Hi.
Well, before we talk about the movie in question, we have a bit of news of what's going on in the world right now, in our current state of, movies and kind of what's going on in that world. Joshua, do you want to take it away with the news?
I would love to take it away, my dear friend Rob. So we've seen actually a lot of MCU announcements recently, Disney announcements in general regarding the delays due to the coronas. Black Widow's been pushed to November 6th, and The Eternals, another MCU movie, has been pushed to February. And so it's kind of causing 2021. So it's causing some changes in their schedule, releases to the theaters. It's unfortunate, but unfortunately it's what's necessary at these times. It's also kind of theorized that maybe the MCU TV shows might see some delays too, because it might affect the filming or even production.
Yeah, and as we talked about on last episode, it's a very complex thing, and some parts can be done at home, such as editing, or can be doing and say social distancing. But we see this now, and it's all for the best. That even if we get our content a bit later, at least everyone's safe. For the night.
100%.
And positive, we just see a lot more things coming to streaming. For instance, the Pixar movie Onward just recently won on Disney Plus.
Good.
And yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah. Well, another couple of Disney movies have been pushed. It includes the live-action remake of Mulan, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise?
That looks so weird.
It does look at Ted Askew. But hey, Emily Blunt doing the Jock Ronson, some good
Mummy
stuff.
ripoff, yes.
What?
I'm a strong believer that movie is basically The Mummy, but yeah.
Maybe
much.
it's based on a ride at the Disney Universal Park.
As all their movies are based off of Pirates of the
Caribbean. Yeah. The Pirates of the Caribbean is actually good. I don't know, but hey, who knows?
I enjoy Pirates.
I don't care.
Yeah,
to be honest, Jungle Cruise flick does not keep me up at night. So, but yeah, no. Captain Marvel 2 also got a release date, July 8th, 2022. So it's interesting. Other news regarding delays. DC Shazam 2 was supposed to shoot this year, becoming increasingly unlikely that.
And I'm guessing it also refers to Black Adam as well, which was supposed to be released within a few months of each other.
Were they actually?
I believe it would be the Christmas spot, and then would be Black Adam, and then that summer would be Shazam 2.
Interesting. That'd be kind of cool.
Don't quote me on that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Black Adam production will also likely be delayed as well. Very interesting. Very interesting.
I gotta watch Shazam.
Shazam is very.
Yeah, me neither. Which is a surprise.
You guys don't watch anything.
What did I watch? Didn't I watch something recently that I've been putting off for a while?
Baby Driver.
Baby Driver.
Oh yeah, right. Yes, and we will talk about that today.
Yes.
After
this break.
After this break. I'm so close to nailing it.
And we're back. Okay, guys. So very excited about today's episode. Baby Driver is, I don't know, it's very hard to explain how much I love this movie.
It's a good movie.
Came out in 2017, directed by Edgar Wright himself, who has built himself as one of the great directors of all time, doing things like Shaun of the Dead, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Good movie. I've seen that.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it's good.
You've seen Scott Pilgrim?
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, nice.
I haven't.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah.
Later.
But World's End, Hot Fuzz, he's done really
Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz.
It's like the comedy.
What is fuzz?
Um,
A fuzz, please.
yes.
The fuzz.
And they're attractive.
Oh,
Yes.
So it's
interesting.
hot.
It's like the secret police modeling industry, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
To
interesting.
make all the calendars
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
that they sell in
Yeah.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Well, yeah. I was just about to say Luther Crank, man. What a
I
guy.
won't buy the calendar.
Won't buy the calendar. I mean, Yeah,
Crazy.
interesting movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Wait, back to the movie we're talking about today.
This is a Christmas with the Cranks podcast.
Which is Baby Driver.
Baby Driver.
Yeah. So I
the infant vehicle mover.
Driver.
Infant vehicle controller.
Vehicle controller. Yes.
That's the title of this episode. Infant vehicle controller.
Nice. So I want to play a little game with you guys.
Ooh.
Up here on my screen, I have the IMDb description of this movie.
Okay.
And I want you guys to pitch to me.
Pitch.
No, to try to give me what do you guys think that IMDb, says about this movie. What's the synopsis of this movie? I'll give you a clue. It's one sentence long.
Okay, I'm just about to ask how long it was. Okay.
Jack, you want to go first?
Yeah.
A baby trying to drive a car and find his loved one safe.
So, a baby trying to drive a car and find his loved one. Long pause.
Yes.
Okay.
It's pretty close.
Is it? Okay. Okay, my turn.
Yes, Josh.
Okay. A young man finds new love while trying to get out of the criminal world that he finds himself in.
Okay. So a young man.
Okay, you know what?
Tries to
Young man. I say young man. Gonna get out of town. I say young man. Don't you look at that frown.
Let's have a good time,
Okay,
boys.
stop now.
MCA. Baby driver.
I'm never coming back again.
This is our plan, just to run Jack away their show.
Okay.
So Josh, you want to read us the?
I'm so close. Oh, they didn't mention the love part.
No.
After being coerced into working for a crime boss, a young getaway driver finds himself taking part in a heist doomed to fail.
I don't remember.
I was close, to be honest. I was pretty.
It's not doomed to
spot on.
fail. It's a very well thought out plan.
Is it though? It's doomed to fail because they're all incompetent. But we'll get to we'll get to that later.
Rates how much fans we were of this movie. Nice
Ooh,
transition.
good
Robert.
transition. Love it.
So out of 10, because 10's a cool number. What would you guys say? 1 being the best.
You're going first.
Just to
One being the best. 10
one
is always the best.
No,
we're different.
That's
than the
incredibly
RobCast.
stupid. We're not doing that.
10's the best.
Incredibly dumb.
That's so
confusing.
I just feel like that's super confusing.
Yeah.
Okay, with 10 being the best. I would have to say this is a nice 9.2.
Ooh.
It's a bit better than a 9.
Interesting.
Yeah. I really like this movie. Like, the beginning just sets everything up so perfectly, and the directing and kind of the overall tone of the movie is very Guardians-esque. I like when the music that's actually playing, kind of feeds into the story and is an integral part of it, similar to the Guardians movies, where the music we're listening to is the music the characters are listening to, and everything's just. We'll get to it. But I can. This is a movie that I'm always like. If you say, "Hey, Robert, you want to watch Baby Driver?" I'm like, yes.
Interesting.
Basically, similar to any other Edgar Wright film.
What do you like so much about Edgar Wright's style?
It's very quick cuts. Like it isn't okay. Like his directing style is very like quick cuts, kind of to the point, very stylistic. But I enjoy Edgar Wright's kind of pursuit in filmmaking. The fact that he's able to, build out very large worlds and characters that reflect those worlds. And we'll talk about when we talk about Baby or Miles and the movie.
His name was Miles?
Yes.
When did we learn that?
Remember,
in the letter.
The girl's like, I can't believe your name's Miles. I can name a bunch of Miles.
That's the part that we were talking over.
All right, fair enough. Interesting. I think I went to the bathroom during that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you go to the bathroom like 4 times during it or something? You kind of missed a few parts.
Yeah. Well, I was actually in the bathroom. I was watching on my phone.
Oh, okay.
No.
Judge your experience.
Okay, that's not true. Go, Jack.
Yeah, so I say 9.2.
9.2.
I would give it an 8.9.
8.9.
Ooh.
How dare you give it anything less than a 9? It deserves more than a 9. Why is that, Jack?
Yeah, tell us a bit why you like the movie.
I really enjoyed this movie. It was very entertaining. Again, I like how the music conspired with what was happening, and yeah, it was entertaining.
No, anything specific? A scene you liked?
I liked the beginning scene, of course.
Yeah.
Good scene. At the end scene when the crazy guy was trying to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was very nail biting.
Biting.
Yeah,
Biting.
nail bitey.
Nail bitten.
Bitey?
ING, man.
Past tense, because you did bite
when
there you go.
when he was like running away and stuff, that was pretty good. But yeah, I
8.9.
enjoyed it greatly.
Okay.
Okay, Josh.
My turn.
Your future on this podcast will be decided by your answer here.
We don't know. We don't know.
So I have the feeling that
I'm giving this movie.
I think you're gonna hate it.
And no, this is an above average score. I was entertained by this movie.
No.
I'm giving this movie a 6.5.
Boo! A 6.5. That's above average. What's your normal average for movies?
Well, actually, the average is 5, Robert. Anything above 5 is technically an above average. It's like how a C+ is technically a passing grade. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Sorry, it's a passing grade. That's what I should say.
What's a...
Okay.
Wow.
So this movie it kept me entertained.
Yeah.
But I think just the plot is I liked how, number one, it's straightforward to follow. It was good. I could understand it, whatever. But the way it was written, I feel like the writing was very bad. The characters would make really inexplicable, stupid decisions that I didn't really understand.
Like what?
Well,
like for example, so Kevin Spacey's character, Doc or whatever, Doc, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey's character. He's like whatever. Okay, so he's like angry at baby. He doesn't care. He's supposed to be like this crime boss, whatever. He's like, get out of here. Like, I don't care. Heist is over. I don't know who you are. And then 2 seconds later, oh yeah, spoilers by the way.
Oh yeah, RobCast where we spoil everything. We don't care.
Yes. Just shut it off if you don't want spoilers.
Please don't shut off. We need all those.
Anyways, yeah. Then 2 seconds later, baby comes in with this girl. He's like, "Oh, I need my tape," and then he's willing to die for him, and he like takes a bullet and let baby escape.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, but anyways, and I think
They had a long relationship.
the worst draw for me was I didn't like baby as a character. He wasn't lovable at all as a character. I didn't care whether he lived or died.
You didn't like.
He's a criminal.
Dancing around his apartment.
No, it was stupid. It boils down to a lot, as it does with every character.
He doesn't wanna.
Which is.
Can
Can I speak?
Yeah.
It boils down to what it does with every character, which is actually quite true and reflective of the world. Every character is a repressed baby, like no pun intended, but is basically struck by past trauma and is repressing it, and in every decision you can see is marked by their trauma and all the dumb things that they do, and that's pretty reflective of real life, to be honest. So fair enough, but yeah, I didn't really like him as a character. He's a criminal, right? And he had a decision. He could have walked away at any time. Literally after he paid his debt, the dude's like, do you want to do this or do you not want to do this?
No, but then he's like, I'm gonna break your leg.
Yeah,
and he threatened the girlfriend.
Yeah, he did, but if he was so willing to run away with the girlfriend at the end of the movie after he like committed and he after he committed or whatever, and he was like, okay, fine, at this point I'm gonna run away. Why didn't he just say yes and then run away after?
He did.
When they didn't. No, he did the job. He could have just gone away right after.
We'll get into it. Remember he was forced to because like they found out that he was gonna go. And they made him stay. They found all the tapes.
We'll get into it, but
yeah.
Personally, I think we should go about this talking from the beginning and kind of just working our way through scene by scene, maybe some of the stuff we liked, and then progressing in order.
Yeah, I didn't like.
Well, I really think this, like, one of the best, most phenomenal scenes, a scene that I saw and was very just awestruck, so to say, just by the sheer brilliance of it, was the opening scene of the movie. Set to the opening scene of this podcast, Bell Bottoms.
Yes.
It starts as a good kind of point, just as a starting off point. We introduce the characters. We see that, it's a great characterization for Baby without saying a single word. We see that this is a kid who's kind of stuck in this world and, is not really fitting into it. he dances along to his song. He's silly. He makes fun. He's not wearing gloves. Putting
Is he
fingerprints
silly?
everywhere.
He's pretty inexpressive, to be honest, from my point of view.
Yeah, but then he starts like dancing around. He's having fun.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this idiot doing, drawing attention to himself when he's trying to commit a heist?
Let me speak.
No, don't be afraid to come at me.
Hey,
we can have some rat-a-tat here.
My
My goal for this podcast is to come to blows. I want you to punch me in the face. I want to have a fight recorded.
And my goal on this podcast... Ow, my face! Ow! And my goal for this podcast is to get your score up to at least a 7.
We'll see.
I believe I can get you at a 7, no problem.
No problem?
No problem.
Okay.
But as we see more characterization of Baby in his opening scene, how he reacts to them shooting up the bank, and how we see that Baby is not one for violence, and that he's scared.
How? Explain. In that opening scene.
Yeah, when he's just having fun and stuff, and then the music kind of fades out a bit, and we see Buddy, Griff, and
Elf.
Darling.
Oh, yeah.
All firing their shotguns, taking people into back rooms. We see Baby's like concerned and worried. There isn't a single line of dialogue unless it's like yelling or reacting in something. But we learned so much that opening scene about Baby's situation, about who he is.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I like the opening scene. Yeah. It was cool. It kept me attentive.
We also give a nice salute to the Punisher.
Griff. John Bernthal.
Yeah, John Bernthal in this movie.
Yeah.
I kind of wish he was in it more. I did like it.
Yeah, he's cool. He's a good actor. I like his work. Yeah. And are we going about it scene by scene then? So
yeah.
After that opening scene, we see that we meet that first crew. We see maybe kind of, I don't know, the dude.
One more thing about the opening scene though.
Yeah.
A lot of people have contention with the fact that when Baby does decide to drive, he goes on the highway and there's to lose the cops. There's 2 other red cars.
Yeah, that was highly coincidental.
No, the poly was planned.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also kind of dumb.
I think that they have cars that they switch out of.
Do you and when they were explaining the plan, didn't they?
No, I feel like it was part of the plan. Fine.
He said that like we have a getaway thing too.
No, but it's coincidental even that happened. That the cars happened to be at that place at the exact time. Like Baby took all sorts of detours. He did all sorts of crazy things. Like how perfect is it that he reaches that spot of the highway at the same time? Anyways, I'm not
GPS systems.
No, I'm not too concerned about that. Like whatever. But like, okay, fine, whatever. It was my first indication of this movie that to be testing my boundaries of believing what stuff is supposed to happen here.
Yeah, but can we just say very impressive driving? Like, okay.
Well, his name is Baby Driver, Robert.
Bro, but like he like hit like. Kind of like stopped the car, hit
the spike thing the police put out.
Yeah, that, and also like he hit
the oil
a shopping cart or something, and it went into a police officer.
Oh, that was later.
Oh, that's later on, but
yeah,
I don't like. It's very like
we'll talk about that. Whatever.
Okay, like when you see race scenes and stuff, it's always like.
What'd you say?
Like race scenes.
Racism.
Yes, when you see racism in movies or. When you see a race scene in a movie,
race scene.
It's always like
racism is bad, SUVs, by the way.
Like just going down the street, but like this, it was very dynamic. Everything was very fast paced. The music was perfectly in time for the hits and the skids.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was very impressive, like just overall, and like it's like as we said, like the music complements it so incredibly.
Sure.
I love the bit when like John Bertho's character like points forward and Baby like just goes back and he's like, what?
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, opening scene was fun.
And you guys want to say anything about this opening scene as well? Or?
You did a pretty good job describing it. Yeah, the driving is pretty sick. Again, you probably shouldn't be really joking around and singing to music while you're on a heist. Definitely shouldn't have headphones in.
But tinnitus.
But it's fine. I think it's. Yeah, what's that called? Because that seemed kind of
lips.
That seemed kind of fake, to be honest.
Tinnitus is a real thing.
I think it's Titus, not tinnitus.
Is it? I just offended a lot of people by accident.
Oh shoot! I think tinnitus is something else. Titus ear disease.
Oh boy! And here we are.
Oh, it is tinnitus. You're right.
See?
Okay, cool. I'm thinking of tendinitis.
I did my research for this.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah. Well, that leads us to the second scene of the movie, the beautiful one take of Baby getting coffee.
Yeah.
Cool. Set to the harm of the Harlem Shuffle.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's you know what also is really smart about the movie?
What?
How he wears the exact same thing on every heist and then walks in broad daylight to get coffee the very next day. And he wears very distinctive outfits like his head is very distinctive, and he
Or
wears
just like doesn't
sunglasses.
wear gloves and then like touches
Yeah.
every part of the guy.
Yeah.
I love this
Interesting.
movie, but it does not mean I can make fun of it endlessly. As soon as he does get gloves, he immediately throws them away.
Yeah, it's pretty Tedesque, but anyways, yeah, no.
No, but
Continue.
I love like it's another great scene that kind of like shows baby like having fun stuff. What I really like about this one, it's very rare, and it says the Shaun of the Dead one take, where like Sean's like walking by to the shop and stuff, and then he comes back. But in this, like it kind of shows on the way there, like he's very happy he's himself. Like I enjoyed like the fact that like the words are like spray painted on the walls as he's going by, like just small details like this about the movie.
Sure.
And then on the way back, it's very kind of like sad and depressing, just like as you see kind of the world baby stuck in, like people are yelling. There's cops on the road. They used to like kind of duck out of. It's a very good scene.
Mm-hmm. He has to duck out of because he's wearing the exact same thing he wore the day before.
They even got a picture of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the there's a red light cam.
Copter?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, there's a
like-
flash in the opening scene.
That's what that was. I was wondering. I was like, what the heck? Did someone take a picture of him?
Yeah, it was a red light cam, and then
Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense. I'm gonna learn a lot about this movie during this podcast.
I watched it a few times. You definitely see these things on the rewatch.
Yeah, well, I noticed, and I was like, I forgot about it, but yeah,
Which leads us to the
we get the first introduction kind of to the members of the crew and stuff.
members of the crew. We got Buddy, Darling,
John Hamm's character, Kevin Spacey's character, the female character, Darlin.
I got a cast.
I don't know.
of
Yeah, I don't know
Darlin.
what her cast was.
Uh,
Darlin met Avril Lavigne. Good song. Oh, Itza Gonzalez.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, no, they were good. I actually like John Hamm in this a decent amount.
John
Like,
Hamm, yes.
it's cool to see his progression throughout the movie from like kind of the buddy with baby,
Mhm.
kind of like my girlfriend died, I'm gonna stab you.
The relentless.
I'm gonna kill your girlfriend.
Guy.
Yeah, relentlessness.
Yeah, but I really like Buddy's character. I definitely like. It definitely builds him up as kind of a friend and kind of him like looking out for Buddy, as we've seen in this next scene in the movie where they're all kind of like leaving the facility. He says to Baby, "Hey, next time Doc calls, don't pick up." Like we even see from the beginning of the playing the root of like maybe he's someone that Baby can like be a friend with, or in this world of crooks and horrible people,
Which he could leave pretty easily, given that he only has one family tie.
Yeah.
Just take off in a car.
A character I really liked was Doc's nephew. Got some good character development.
Oh, the
Sam.
Sam, yeah. So this is the scene.
Sam
Where,
was a standout of the movie.
this is the scene where they're casing out the jewel thing. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
A little bit later.
We'll get to that.
But why don't we talk a bit about the
That
crew and
kid's the
their
best.
arcs then throughout the movie?
Okay.
So
we have Buddy.
yeah, talk about Buddy's character and Darlin's. Yeah, they were kind of cool. I like the function that they played. Like you gotta have some difference. Like they were kind of, like you said, they were kind of the friend. Like they seemed kind of they were sleazy enough to be criminals, but also kind of friendly enough to provide that kind of endearing, I guess, aspect that you kind of want when you have these criminals be your main characters.
Especially when you like Griff and Buddy on.
Yeah.
I mean, no, Griff and Bats on either crew. They're kind of patronizing or questioning Baby for not having his headphones on, just being a kid.
Yeah, exactly. But Bats, Jamie Foxx's character, that was actually I liked him. He was really good throughout the movie. Like he was believable.
Next, after the first heist, we see the introduction of Joe, Baby's foster dad. And a bit more into the life of Baby and how he decides to spend his time when he's not driving.
Yeah, but Joe's a cool character. I like it too. Well, the one aspect that I liked was the presence of kind of not necessarily disabilities, but having like Baby have the tinnitus as well as Joe being. He's deaf. Is he blind? He's not blind. Right?
He's deaf.
He's deaf. Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of cool to see that in such a very and people with these disabilities be like obviously like it shows them as a normal part of life. Obviously both of them seem very functional and everything. So it's just good representation, I think.
And I'm very glad that it's not one of those times it's like, oh, I'm doing this behind your back and you don't know that I'm
for sure
driver or something.
They have a good relationship.
He doesn't approve, but like he probably knows that the danger he's in.
Well,
as he
yeah.
says in that position later, he's in a bad spot. He couldn't get out.
He's also frustrated because Baby could easily stop doing it.
Yeah. Well,
He wants his legs.
Yeah, Doc said he's gonna break his legs.
Okay, all he has to do, take his money, take Joe, and drive off somewhere. He has a car. That's all he has to do. They have to have more of a viable threat, because then Baby's not likable. He's just another criminal. He's just another enabler in the system. He's kind of wishy-washy because he kind of wants to be out, but he's not totally going out. He still wants like the thrill of driving and ever. I just didn't find Baby a likable character.
I don't think Baby wants the thrill of driving though. I think he's just doing this to get out of it. Because like he finds.
So you have to pay the guy back.
Yeah. He finds, enjoyment in, kind of his life and, being with Deborah or delivering pizzas. Like, he finds other ways to live his life. Once he thinks he's out by doing the last job, he starts his new life with intent of never turning back and going back to the soldier.
Yes, clearly. But, like, my gripe is, like, why didn't he do that earlier? Mm-hmm. Like, obviously, whatever. You have to do... Clearly, he's been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Every job for Doc or whatever.
Since
so
he was a kid, yeah.
Yeah, it's been, like, years. Like, clearly, this dude's, like... Doc's, like, taking advantage of him,
was
right?
In the back of that Porsche that was worth that much money?
And I would disagree that he doesn't take some sort of thrill from it. Like, when you see him drive and syncing it up to the music and everything, clearly, like, he's enjoying it. There's some sort of thrill involved. Maybe that's not his primary motivator, and maybe... Yeah. It's not what drives him. He doesn't like love to do criminal stuff. Maybe, but like, there's not enough there to make me feel like Baby's a victim in all this. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like he's kind of just like monosyllabic. He's kind of attractive, I guess. Normal white dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I need some.
It's up for debate if he enjoys it or not. But I do see her kind of pointed like.
Well, no, you come at me if you disagree. Let's fight here. Let's go at it.
I think Baby's ugly.
Well, okay, that's not up for debate. That's not up for debate. With the hair you're sporting right now, you can't talk at all. You look like an early 2000s Disney star right now.
I haven't got a haircut like in 5 months.
Yeah, it's a Ted SQ.
Well, anyway, in this scene, we introduced something that I definitely missed on the first time. When Baby is like flipping through all the TV channels, we see a few movies. Such as Monsters Inc. And as we all know, that comes back a few times when he says that, you and me are friends. Nothing's more important than our friendship. He says that to Doc. And at the end of the movie, Doc calls him out on it. Well, it turns out that every single line that is said on TV is lines that come back later.
Interesting.
For instance, the other one that John Krasinski. Words are hard.
With Jim from the office, yeah.
He said they grow up so freaking fast, don't they? Baby says that to the person at the bank.
Yeah, the teller.
When he's with
the postal office or
I think it's postal office.
Yeah,
when he's with Sam, and for instance, there's a few other examples, and they just keep coming up throughout the film.
Interesting. That's subtle. It's interesting.
The first thing it says to Deborah is I forget what musical it's from, but it's "You Are So Beautiful" with the kid whose like hair has like it's like Jack's, but like there's just like one really tall thing for some reason.
Like Horton Hears a Who, the Grinch.
Like
looks like from Whoville.
If you see the movie, no time. I have no idea what this is from, but it's like you are so beautiful.
Alfalfa from Little Rascals.
That's what it is.
Oh wow! Look at you, Jack.
Yeah,
you're bringing some top quality podcast.
He says that to Deborah, for instance, and there's a few other examples of this coming back.
It exposes Baby as being even more of a fraud and unlikable character.
Yeah.
I mean,
because he steals all his pickup lines, but no, literally, because when he has Deborah out, he's like, "Oh, why don't we go to this place, the finest whining and dining, and all the things." That's what Darling said to Buddy in the elevator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go to this restaurant. It's the finest whining and dining on the
So yes, so you can have an antisocial character, and obviously, and people are like, "Oh, he's so cute. Oh, it's just like me. I understand. I feel sympathy. Like I like this character." But if you go too far in the opposite direction, it's like, why does this girl like this guy?
Oh, because
like
he's
this
nice.
guy.
There's something different.
Is he?
Okay.
There's something different about him. Yeah, that's what every movie sells. What's different about this random dude?
No, let's talk about Baby and Deborah.
Yeah.
But who knows how long he's been seeing Deborah there?
Like one date, he met her 2 days earlier, and somehow they're desperately in love, and Deborah's ready to throw away her whole life for him. Let's just get into it.
You don't know. They just showed what's happening after the heist.
No, clearly it's one after another. No, clearly this is all like in the span of a week or two.
It does seem pretty close to as an indication that it takes longer.
Yeah,
that's why a line would have been just like, "Oh, the past 2 weeks have been amazing" or something. It's like I feel like I know you for years. Like,
that's wrong.
If they added a line like that,
it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't change the fact that they met like a day or two earlier.
No, but before the end of the movie, they added like a few lines of just saying like, "Oh, we know each other for so long," or some indication that there is some time between the two.
Together.
But there wasn't.
Let's leave it at that.
No, let's
So,
go.
let's leave it at that. So Deborah, played by Lily James from the movie Yesterday,
Oh, very fun.
which we watched at a drive-in actually, Jack. Remember
Did you?
Half of it, and then we illegally streamed it.
that? Well, no,
Don't sue
we
us.
do all legal stuff. No, but she was okay in this, I guess.
She also went on to play Natasha Rostova in the period television series War and Peace, the war drama Darkest Hour, the historical romance drama The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society.
What?
Okay.
So
that's
the next.
podcast.
That's the next.
Yeah, that's the next movie. The
War and Peace, guys.
No, the pie
War
one.
The
and
Guernsey
Peace.
Literary and Potato Peel Society.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, but she was. I don't know. Like I didn't really. She was okay, but
I like Deborah more than I like Baby.
I like Debbie.
Maybe because she's an attractive female, which is
Okay.
fair, but
but okay. About when they first met. No, she walks in for a shift. She comes back and she finds a tape recorder on the table. She's like, "Oh, you taping all this?" And then
Yeah.
she grabs the recorder. She's like, "Hello, anyone there?"
this is so cute. Oh my god, you're taping everything. No, it's creepy.
But
Like, what the heck?
No, but then later on, he mixes. He takes all the segments of her talking and he puts it all on like cassette tape and labels it Deborah, of all the things of her talking. At the end, when
Yes.
they're listening to the tapes, there's one of Deborah, and it's all the clips that she records of like their interactions with each other.
Yes.
All the same things. So he took the time to edit all those clips and
Yes.
put that
Likes
on a
her.
tape.
Yes.
He likes her a lot.
And you're proving my point how creepy this is.
Hey, I can still love something and make fun of it.
No, I know.
What do you think I talk about you behind? Why do you think I talk about you behind your back?
Ooh.
Mm.
And
Anyway.
that's it for today, folks. Thanks for listening to RobCast. Tweet us, #RobIsCancelled on Twitter.
Well.
Yeah, so you were saying?
Josh Cast.
Yeah, this is now the Josh and Jack cast.
Yes.
Jack is replacing Robert. He is dead to us.
Okay.
Robert trying to desperately transition.
I will accept that.
But yeah, so how did you feel about their relationship then?
It's hard to tell because like I could definitely see like if they maybe spend more time and develop it, but like in the kind of the story world where like there's a guy outside like a bank or whatever the second heist was with multiple guns in his car, and like kind of like this cartoonish kind of unrealistic representation of the world and kind of crime that they set up. Like it was on scale, I guess. And I don't know. Like,
Did you like this movie or not?
I do. I love this movie.
Okay. Remember that when you're talking about it.
Okay.
Because wouldn't you think that the romance between Deborah and Baby is what's supposed to be, is like the crux of the movie, is what's supposed to like drive it per se?
Yeah.
Would
yeah.
you
It
argue
is.
with
It
He's
is.
trying
It
to get
is.
away. He's trying to keep her safe.
Okay. Like I said, the beginning of this movie is perfect. Everything about the beginning of this movie is amazing.
Sure.
And where lots of his faults falls on a few things in the end. I feel like if they spend a lot of time.
You said you love this movie. Why?
Does mean you can't
I feel
pick things out of
I
it.
feel like if they spend more time developing a relationship in the middle, I would have liked it more. But I feel like that relationship is the one holdback, is the main holdback for me.
Okay, good.
I've like giving this movie a 10 out of 10. This is amazing.
I would agree with that because this. If they were like a super cute couple who was like, oh my god, I want them to succeed so much, like this is I'm in love with them, this is the best. Like if
like
I
Lois and Clark on Smallville,
sure.
because we all know that's the best couple in television.
Ladies, I want that kind of DM. No, but like I feel like if we had that couple that I can see you looking to see what time you have to edit that out.
I'm keeping it in now.
No, but
I'm keeping it
anyways,
in.
I feel like if we had that couple to root for that we really, really loved, then a lot of the movie's faults get masked and you have more likable characters that you want to see succeed, right?
Yeah.
Because even at the end, I'm like, okay, sure, maybe like don't die. But like, do I really care? And we'll get more into the movie's end too later on. But yeah, so if it could have been developed a bit more, that would have been better. I'm glad you have some. You're able to see that.
Yeah. I can see a movie for its faults. Jack, what do you kind of perceive of their relationship?
I like them.
You like them? Like
Yeah.
I like Deborah seems nice.
Yeah, but like explain their dynamic. Like, did you think it was creepy how he was doing these things? Like, what did you think
Well,
about it?
I didn't think it was creepy that much.
Mhm.
But it is a movie, so anything can really happen.
Yeah, I guess
That's true.
That's the movie magic.
Ain't that the cat's uncle?
What?
Anyways, but yeah. So then, as we see the final like couple of heists where Kevin Spacey's character Doc, I just refer to them by the actors because I know the actors more than the character names. I didn't even know Doc's name honestly until after I saw it on Wikipedia. But we see after how he kind of recruits Baby after he allegedly paid up his debt for one final job, threatens Deborah as well, and
No, he didn't say it was for one more job.
No.
Yeah, fine. He's like, I own you,
like,
basically.
Like
you're in this until I say
one
it.
more I'm done. Kevin Spacey's like, one more and you're straight. And
you want to keep your legs.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, a good distinction there.
You know, like because Kevin Spacey is like as he says that you've been my driver for every job since we met. Like
since we.
Like what do you think? What else do you think I'm gonna do?
Yeah,
you're my only driver.
But like you know when you had the chance like to call the whole thing off.
Yeah.
No, because like who's that guy?
He would have died then.
Well, yeah, I can understand that case.
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx's character.
Because
Bats.
Yeah, he would have
killed
him.
Bats is going to like a gas station to steal 2 like 10 cents of gum and then like shooting the guy on the counter.
Okay, so let's get to that
Baby
part.
would be dead.
So the final like.
Let's fast forward a bit.
No, the final. We're not fast forwarding that much. But
fast forward a bit to the final heist.
Well, this is the second to.
This is the final heist.
So why don't we talk about the second to last heist? So we have Bats,
the Michael Myers,
one dude, and the other dude.
Yeah,
I was disappointed. I was so down to see those Michael Myers masks.
Yeah, because Josh was a big fan of the Halloween.
Yeah, it's a good series.
And there's an Austin Powers mask.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I guess, whatever.
I thought that was a pretty funny joke.
It was funny, but like, I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
I love the acting of that guy though. He's like, oh, Mike Myers, like Jason.
Yeah, that was kind of silly. Pet askew. Yeah, so that was whatever. So they do that job. One of the guys, these are guns. He's murdered.
Well, interesting thing you say about that because on the second rewatch, he's walking to the bank and the other two have shotgun straps. He doesn't have a strap for his shotgun. He just has a regular, because like it's like a strap is like a leather valve that connects to your gun.
I know what a strap is.
He doesn't have one of those.
Yeah,
so that's probably why he dropped his gun.
Fair enough, but. I'm not justifying that he should have been murdered.
No, I'm just saying like interesting tidbit.
Robert, Josh, no, he shouldn't have been killed. I don't care what you say.
Then they could have fingerprinted the shotgun and they could have
found I know, I understand.
That could have compromised everyone.
Fingerprinted the shotgun.
So Jack's like, he definitely should have been murdered.
Well, if I was a bad guy, then yeah.
Jack, advocate for murder.
No.
Last time you're on the pod, this is a non-murderers podcast. Yeah, anyway, sorry if we got a bit off track, but we have the final job where they have Bats, Gummy, and Boo Boo.
Gummy?
I don't know their names.
Buddy and Darling.
Nose job, dude.
No, Bats.
That's the second one.
Yes, we just talked about that.
Danny No-Nose. That's a no-nose question.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's a line from the movie, right?
So much editing.
Yes. No, I'm keeping all this in.
Okay, good. The readers love it when we... sorry. You know what? I'm quitting the podcast. I'm shutting this off.
People who read the transcripts of the podcast love this.
They love this.
But the final one more thing about the second heist, I really do think it's kind of funny that you have like some dude who's just like a security guard walking to his car in just some regular clothing who turns out to be like this ex-military like force of like nature. Gonna chase after them with like machine guns, just secretly just in his car.
That's America for you.
No, but like
legit.
He was probably there just in case something.
Yeah.
Was he even military? He swear he was just like a random redneck with a gun.
Yeah.
He's a farmer.
Yeah, I'm not even joking. Like legit.
No, but like
his face when he was driving, his like face was.
I thought it was. I don't know. Like personally, like I find that cool because it's like, oh, like what's this?
What's this? Yeah. No, I'm not disputing that. It was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%.
And just like gave the fight scene a bit more dynamic to shake it up.
For sure. As opposed to just like a getaway, it's like there's someone after them. Mm-hmm. Then we finally see like Baby like, okay, maybe don't kill this one guy, but kill this other guy by like swerving the car out of the way with the shotgun. Whatever. I mean.
And so this is kind of following that scene. Baby gets called back for one final job. He's all set to go.
Not final, but yeah, it gets called back for another job.
Okay, called back for another job. He's all set to go. At the beginning of the movie, he's like, okay, you know how I never have the same crew twice? every time there has like a new crew, it's been like introducing me to every person on the crew. But now, what the crew is basically taking a crew from 2 jobs ago and switching out one guy to the crew.
Okay, but
Brand new crew guy.
he never has the same crew twice.
Yeah, I know.
But he recycles people through and all
I
of that.
know,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I'm like, that's another kind of nitpick. It's like, I don't know. I just thought it was a kind of.
Yeah, I thought of that too.
Yeah,
but like,
it's
when you
like-
think of it again, it's like, okay, maybe there's like a point here.
Wait, I like Bonnie and Darling, so it's a.
Yeah, well,
We'll
obviously
see
you
him come
can't
back.
just have random people, right? You kind of have, for the sake of the movie, you kind of have to have familiar characters that you can see
course, of
their
course.
arcs and all of that. Yeah. So
So the first thing they
there's
do-
a lot of things, interesting things happen.
So first thing Doc has baby do is go to the post office to do a bit of surveillance
Yeah.
With the nephew.
with the nephew. Yes. So for this scene, like I find it hilarious that the baby's just like looking around. He's like a bit nervous and stuff. You have the ringing in his ears from the tinnitus you can kind of hear when he doesn't have his earbuds on, and
Mhm.
like the little kid goes and he's like he just says everything.
Yeah.
Like shit about the old block.
Yeah, everything about the surveillance. So he's like, okay, 6 cameras, 4
Mhm.
guards, 3 tellers, 1 open, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I kind of think that this is like kind of a good kind of mirror. Like he was young, like baby was young when he started, and you see this kid so indulged into this world already, and
He wasn't that young.
He was.
He was
I don't think they specified how old he was.
For
I bet he was
It was
like
after
12.
his mom's
He wasn't
death.
12. He was like only like 15 or 16 at minimum.
Probably said some more in the movie, and people yelling at their phones right now. It's
Tweet us at RobCast Podcast 1 if you think we're wrong or if we don't know anything.
if we are wrong. When we are wrong.
Yeah, that's probably
Because we're
better.
going to be.
We have been.
No, but Jake, you really like the character of Sam, don't you? The
Yeah,
little
he's
kid.
my favorite.
You can relate on a personal level.
I just always being on your little phone game.
I was going to say being involved in crime at a young age, but yeah. It's
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
On both accounts.
Yeah, true.
You almost cast as Sam, right?
Yeah.
Because you were such a spinny image in real
Aren't you
life.
Kevin Spacey's second cousin?
Yes.
Yeah. Remember
Pretty
Sam
cool.
Raimi's our uncle.
Yeah, Sam Raimi is our uncle.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely. So they have them do surveillance instead of just sending in just like literally any other person instead of one of the people who's gonna be.
Why
robbing
don't
the
you
bank.
just send in the person who's easily recognizable, who a picture of has already been taken, and literally wears the same thing to every single place?
And
I mean,
someone
why
who does
not?
not want to be part of this job.
Yeah, 100%. Someone who's definitely invested in this job.
They should have just got the nephew to do it.
Yeah.
Just the regular kid walks into a bank.
Yeah, I want to buy some stamps. But okay, so they have that. He gets the information they need.
He meets the teller. Forget her name,
Yeah, whatever. It all happens. And then Kevin Spacey later that night sends Baby and the crew to go get weapons and stuff.
Yes.
Maybe you should have done it before, like the night before, but whatever, sure. Fails to tell them that they're going to buy weapons
from
from dirty cops
that are his cops.
that are his cops. He knows this,
Yeah.
and he doesn't tell them.
Mhm.
Interesting decision.
So Buddy
Yeah.
freaks out and he's like, "Oh, I recognize these cops."
No, bats.
Bats. All tons of B names. So Bats kind of like freaks out. So he starts shooting at the place,
Yeah.
and everyone's just
Baby dodged bullets.
baby dodges bullets to the soundtrack of Tequila. And I think it works so well in this scene. Like Bats just saying like, "Oh, what is he listening to?" And Bats just like Tequila.
Yeah.
Another
Was the music
moment
even
I-
playing during the scene?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Okay. I don't know.
No, because it blends in because like all the gunshots and all like the slamming like sound effects are to the tune of the music.
Right.
So it would go ba 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 da 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 da. The gunshots would go ba da 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 da. Like the shots would be synchronized up to the music.
Interesting.
So like it's very seamless and it's a lot of editing.
I have to pay more attention. Maybe need to
Watch this
set it
movie again. Like I watched it, I think 4
7.
times by this point.
4 times. It's so many.
I watched it twice.
Joshua's never actually seen a movie 4 times. Any movie.
That's not true, probably.
Probably.
I've seen Spider-Man 2 4 times. Spider-Man Spider-Man 3.
No, but that scene. And then afterwards they go back to Doc and they're all like, "Yeah, they turned on us," and they all agree instead of just being like, "Yeah, Bats killed
Dax
them
is
all."
a crazy man. Like what the heck?
So
is
let's
going
get him
on?
off
That's
the
when they
crew.
killed them all.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So then just Doc's like, "I didn't hear bananas. You guys are all having a sleepover tonight." So,
Yeah.
No, he was like that before. No.
No. So they all sleep over, and then Baby takes his tape recorder, and tries to escape to. Oh, we forgot about one thing. On the way back from the
Oh yeah, we did forget
thing,
about that.
they go to Bob's diner, the diner that
Deborah.
Deborah works at, and the scene's like very high tension in the fact that like they walk in and baby's just like, oh no, just don't. And they walk in, like Deborah's kind of like a bit shocked, or
Well, like she's surprised
she's
because
confused.
baby walks in and baby like doesn't acknowledge her, just walks in, sits down.
Yeah.
She actually plays it quite well. Usually the character's like, baby, what's wrong? But male or female, like,
It's like,
doesn't
what's
matter.
wrong?
Baby, what's wrong?
What's wrong, darling?
Yeah, and but like she plays it well. She doesn't acknowledge it because clearly something's up.
Hey, baby, who are your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh, you idiot, what are you doing? But no, she plays it well.
No, but they go there. It's a very tense moment. Like scenes in the diner are very tense, and there's one coming up which is very, very tense.
Mm-hmm.
And
so tense it might need a massage.
Maybe.
Ooh.
I need to get one of those, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
I
know.
Massages.
We should just advertise illegal massages.
Legal massage. Illegal. What do you get your massages?
If you want a massage, tweet us at RobCast Podcast 1 and we will
illegally give
come to you and give you a massage.
Mm-hmm.
And a corsage. The Corsage Massage Podcast.
Okay, nice.
This is a
very good
massage
scene.
podcast.
Something you note in that scene is that baby actually grabs the napkin and the crayon that he uses to write the notes. Road trip 2 a.m. And then like you can see him kind of grab it in frame when they're all talking about kind of like Bats is kind of speculating on Buddy's backstory being kind of like a Wall Street guy.
Yeah, for sure. Which is good. Yeah. Character depth and all of that.
Kind of like just some like subtle stuff like tension builds.
Yeah, 100%.
Like good stuff. Then coming back to that night, we see tension really rise as baby gets found out with his tape recorder trying to escape, and they go take Joe and they beat up the apartment. They steal his tapes, bring him back, and we get to and baby's exposed, like finding a tape recorder, leaving at 2 a.m.
People are like,
it doesn't look good.
No, I can understand how that might be bad.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. Clearly they're angry. What brought them to the point where they're like, okay, let's call off the job? Was it because they like shot up? It wasn't because they shot up the dirty cops, right?
Baby's trying to leave.
No, I believe it's like because they.
Yeah, it's because they shot up the
I believe there's a few stages of this.
I think it was because of that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, which was all Doc's fault. Idiot doesn't tell him anything. Yeah. Clearly, these people are criminals. They've been in the criminal business for like a while. Like they might recognize these cops.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they decide to go ahead with it. Baby tries to leave.
Mm-hmm.
They knock him out. Tapes. Baby, they're like, okay, whatever. I'm getting a new driver. Baby's like, no, I want to do this for some reason.
Because Bats would have killed him. He's like, oh yeah, Doc, I can take care of him. Just like I'll make sure he gets home alright. Like Bats. If he didn't do it, Bats would have took him to kill him, and he doesn't know if Joe's all right, so he can't leave at any point there.
Yeah,
because they may have Joe somewhere else.
Right.
And they now know that Deborah, the waitress at the thing, because the tape that he has.
Yeah.
Of her creepily talking about this thing, which brings us to the final heist scene, and this is a real nail biter because the music. Let me just.
That was a very good song. I love this scene. How he was the
I think it might have been
windshield wipers were going to the music song. They're getting faster and faster.
Yeah, it's a very high pace. Like you can see the tension really, really build until he just takes the car and just kills Bats by running right into
the car and Bats.
And running right into the truck in front of him.
Yeah, great idea, buddy. Cool. Yeah, sounds cool.
Well, to be fair, he probably would if someone.
Why didn't he just go away?
If someone got killed for not having a shotgun, dropping their shotgun, he probably would have died from all that he's done.
Yeah, for sure. Bats was, I guess, a loose cannon to his life. Yeah, but again, this doesn't really
put. He didn't know.
This doesn't really put Baby as an attractive, an endearing character.
Yeah,
right? He's the same as everyone else. He's out here killing people.
And honestly, I think that's kind of the real thing. In the end, we do see Baby kind of question and kind of almost see himself crossing that line.
When? What do you mean? What does he?
At the end of the movie, we do see him cross the line and kind of
how he's actually a terrible person and he's actually a criminal.
Yeah, well. Yeah, but we do kind of see him like do that, even though he is good of heart.
Is he though?
It was his defense.
Yeah.
We'll save the court case for last, but back to this battle. The song was amazing, just leading up to it, and this goes up to a incredible foot chase where he gets an Elton John, costume by getting a cool hat and glasses.
Yeah, I guess.
Just remind me like Rocket Man glasses.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool glasses. No, but like through the mall and stuff, him trying to escape, and then he runs back into Buddy and Darling as they're trying to escape by crashing into each other's car.
That's funny.
And then Darling dies, and Buddy and Baby both escape. Which leads.
Yeah, the cops are really incompetent in this movie. Might I say?
They really are.
Yeah, that's another massive plot hole. Like
it could be like Doc's paying all the cops.
No, there's no excuse. The cops are incredibly incompetent.
I would justify any plot.
Another big like they can't catch one car. It's ridiculous. Like they have them all there. They have them surrounded with guns. Like how do they get away? Just shoot them.
I don't know.
Like it's ridiculous.
They don't. They only
aim
do
like
that
stormtroopers.
the only way.
No, if the criminal's there, they're known to be armed felon. They already killed people earlier in the day. Shoot them. They're shooting at cops. Like, boy.
Oh, no, we'll see.
Girl.
Yeah, the cops are kind of
very incompetent.
But then after that, it leads us to one of my favorite scenes in the movie, which we will talk about right after this break. Getting back into it, one of my favorite scenes, it's just like the music is used so perfectly, is the scene when Baby tries to get Deborah at the diner and Buddy's there.
That was pretty cool.
Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh yeah, I actually like that part by Barry White. Yeah.
Like he comes in, he sees Deborah, like she's worried and stuff, and then it pans to Buddy, and that's the part of the song where I go like, oh yeah.
Jonathan Ham.
Right when I go. It's just so perfect. And then, like, you see the gun, like, it's very stressful. Like, he calls Baby over, and then he starts singing the song and, like, talking about Darling and, like, how, like, he loved her. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just really, like, the tension is at an all-time high. Like, if the music in the previous scene, like, escalated and, like, the foot chase, and we can see, like, he's tired and stuff, like, this is the new high of the tension.
Does the musical style of this movie really add that much more as opposed to having these songs just as like a regular soundtrack?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a bit different.
You know what I mean?
It's different from different other movies. I compare it to Guardians
earlier
on, and kind of how it incorporates its music into its story world. But having John Hamm singing "Never Gonna Give You Up," that's a win in my book.
Sure, I guess.
But also goes in kind of the kind of like the criminal aspects and kind of the world building as well, because Baby loves music and he needs it to kind of get into the groove, and a song that he drives. Even Buddy earlier on, he says that he would use Queen to kind of keep going, and like when he was a driver.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of goes into Bats when he is about to pull off a crime. He justifies it by saying that like, okay, what's in there is ours. We need to take back what's ours. He uses his own little monotone that he uses to justify it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's little things like that that build out, and I think it's really, kind of useful to have these things.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess
it's really vital to the story.
They use it like as a device in this movie to kind of tell about the characters and that story, I guess.
Yes. And then I feel like this is the point where Baby crosses the line. If Baby's struggling with this line, okay, maybe the point where he killed Bats, but like when he shoots
maybe the
Buddy,
point when he's been in crime for several years and witnessed many, many murders.
Okay, well,
but
I feel like this is the point where Baby, like, because like you could say that killing Bats like that. The intent might have been to. Like,
I understand. Yeah. He takes a gun and he shoots John Hamm.
Yeah, when he shoots.
No, but he didn't
John
try
Hamm.
like to kill him. He like shot his leg.
Which is kind of stupid.
No, but
shot him,
if
like,
he
the
really
shoulder.
wanted to kill him, he would like shoot several times in.
Well, he ends up killing him anyway. So I mean, continue,
But
Robert.
he kind of had to. Else he was gonna
Technically,
kill
no,
him
he
and
didn't
then-
kill John Hamm. He had the intent to kill, but he didn't kill him. So he goes, he shoots him. Him and Deborah run away. The waitress is like, "Oh my god, the guy just shot a dude to a cop." Oh yeah, the cop comes in as well. But it's like all
that's pretty funny.
tension. He's singing. The cop comes
No,
in. He
he's
asks,
about to shoot Deborah. And
No,
the
no,
cop comes.
yeah.
The cop
he asks for the
dies.
bathroom key. It's just like the tension builds and so much, but you get that moments of levity when he asks for the bathroom key, but of humor in there.
Yeah.
I feel like that scene, like there's a few, like the opening scene's really good, but like that would be kind of my favorite scene for its corporation of music, kind of the role in the plot and story, the character, and then I really enjoy that scene. That probably it's in the running to be my favorite scene in the movie, but it seems like that which makes me love this movie so much.
Yeah, despite like the plot holes and stuff, I did like the ending. Like it was captivating and all of that, especially when they get into the like the car park.
Yeah.
And they go back. Sorry, he goes back to Kevin Spacey, and Kevin Spacey inexplicably like lays his life on the line for Baby for some crazy reason.
Okay, they've been together for a long time.
I don't think it's laying. No. I don't think he lays it on the line because basically what he does is this. So Baby walks in, and he's like, Doc, Monsters Inc. Love that movie, don't you? And he's like, and Doc's like, no, I hate that movie.
Yeah, no, screw you. Like, I don't know you. You're dead to me. You messed up my job. Yeah. Die.
I feel like, because we honestly, like, Baby wants to get out of this job forever. I think at that moment, Doc is not like a moment of sympathy, but like he gives up kind of. This is just my interpretation, but I think he just gives up and gives Baby what he wants. He's been taking candy for Baby forever, so he gives him a bit of money to cross the border with, and just they like go get out of my life. You're no longer my lucky charm. He doesn't risk his life for him. What happens is that the cops come back. They see bananas and they shoot him. He's in self-defense there. He tells him to run, but he knows Baby doesn't have weapons, so he goes and kills the cops, assumingly that he would just like run off and start a crime organization somewhere else. I don't think when you say put his life on the line, I don't really agree with that statement.
Because what is he gonna do? Just run away and get shot?
Okay, fine. Yeah, when you put it that way, yeah. Okay, that's a fair rebuttal. I'll give you that one.
But I do agree, kind of like the thing. It's just like I was in love once was kind of a bit of a cop out.
Yeah, I guess.
And then maybe like just like a few more lines, just being like, just Baby, you're not my Michael Chan.
Yeah.
Just get out of here.
Right.
Hope you like driving because you're not gonna be able to take your foot off the wheel for the next 35 years.
Fair enough.
He goes
some good lines in this stuff.
Yeah.
Good one line.
Lots of driving puns, but
I love puns.
Yeah. Anyways, so the ending happens, kind of cool. But in that scene when they're in the car park, it was captivating in a sense because like I was just like you could tell the whole audience was just waiting for Baby to get back in the car. It's like, oh my god, you just got. It's like when a hero like loses. It's like when a action hero like loses his gun, and you're like, oh my god, it's right beside you. Just go crawl and get it. It's like you want Baby to get back in that car because that's like where he's comfortable. That's like his weapon, so to speak. Yeah. So it was kind of cool in that sense.
Before he gets back in though. We talked about this as we were watching it. When Buddy shows up in the cop car, blaring "Bricks and Rock" by Queen through the speakers.
Yeah.
And Baby jumps the car.
Yeah, that was incredibly stupid. That's I was going to talk about it at the end, but this movie is basically just a fantasy for 40-year-old men or young people like yourself who love 80s music and think they're the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
They just want to listen to 80s music and drive around and live a life on the edge, jumping over cars and running and driving and all of that, and it just panders to the audience so much. This movie.
He could have jumped over the car, but
it couldn't. You can't jump over a car when it's speeding right at you.
It wouldn't have been that pretty.
He would have broken his kneecap.
Okay. He probably would have. Yeah, he probably would have like jumped on it, and then he would get hit by like the top part.
I know. Wait, we can
clip it and get it.
Yeah.
I know. Wait, we can decide this. Jack. Okay. We're gonna back up the car. We're going to drive you at 40 kilometers an hour, and you're going to try to jump it.
Can we do
that? All right, let's do it. Let's go. Come on.
Okay.
We got this. We'll take a short break, and then we'll be right back.
No, okay.
Car experiment.
Let's keep going.
No, but, like, it's a car jump. Like I feel like I watch enough action movies for, like, it not to bother me. And just be like,
you need to start living in the real world.
I live in the movies, Josh. Cool. I'm sorry to tell you that.
That was stupid.
No, but like this is like unhinged Buddy, like as Darling said as Darling said in the restaurant when they were all going after they shot all the cops from stealing equipment. She was like, okay, you see this Buddy here? He's good now. He sees red. When he sees red, all you see is black.
Yeah.
No, wasn't it? You see red.
No, Robert's correct.
It's quoting.
Why would you see black?
Are you dead?
No, but you say you see red too. Or something?
No, Robert's right.
I'm right. That one time I actually properly quoted something.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice little bit of obvious exposition, but yeah. I love how Buddy became this unkillable like action villain. I'm like, okay, cool. So he just jumped out of the car before I went over the thing.
Like so many shots just go like through the windshield, but like they always just go around like where the people are sitting.
Yeah, it must have had some sort of force field, I guess.
No.
Cool.
But yeah, so technically Baby did not kill Buddy. That was
Sure, let's make more excuses for
Buddy
this
killed
compulsive criminal.
Buddy killed himself by
So basically what
tripping
happens is
over
that-
a bullet
No.
in his leg.
so what happened was the Baby was trying to push Buddy he was in a truck and Buddy was in a cop car and they were playing a game of kind of
I don't think we have to explain to them. If they
Sewer
watched the
rep-
movie, they've watched the movie.
nah, no one's watched the movie. But like they were like pushing against each other the cars and like Buddy gets out of the car and they're like, okay, he's dead. We definitely shouldn't like immediately just drive away.
Well, you know, you kind of want to make sure he's dead, or else he's gonna come after them, right?
Yeah. So, he dies.
got
Buddy
nothing to
shoots
lose.
out Baby's ears. Like, I'm gonna take away you.
Okay,
love.
no, let's maybe that part need to explain it. Okay,
He
he
shoots by
shoots.
the
He
ears.
shoots. Doesn't he shoot like a blank beside his ears, just
Yeah,
so that
he
the
shoots
sound of
them
the
both
noise?
sides of the ears because like the sound of the gun is very deafening.
Yeah, so it
So
kind
learned
of.
from Andy Bernard, when Dwight shot the gun in the
Yeah.
eyes, his ear, he had deafening.
Baby started limping a little bit.
Why are you limping?
Classic. But yeah, and then Deborah takes out the little crowbar there.
Yeah.
Attempts to hit him.
Hits
Misses, and
hits
then-
the gun out of his hand.
Yeah, and then Baby, he does shoot him in the leg, but Buddy kind of just like, oh no, and just like falls
I'm
off
slipping. I'm falling. I'm slipping. I'm falling.
onto the car wreckage.
Onto yeah.
And then it's like, oh, he's probably okay. Car explodes.
Yeah, you said that during the movie, and I didn't appreciate it. How you bring up the death of my best friend, who also died in a similar manner. It was a bit disrespectful, and
I apologize, Josh.
I'm serious. Yeah, Mr. Peanut was a big part of my life, and seeing I don't know why they made it a commercial.
one's gonna get this
Super Bowl
reference.
commercial. No, but when he allowed himself to fall to his death so that his friends would live.
I was
And-
referencing Groundhog Day, buddy.
No, it was it really hit me hard because that's who he was. Mr. Peanut was a generous soul all throughout his life. We talked for hours sometimes just
Okay,
about
we get it.
ethics.
We get it.
No,
we get it.
it's important to recognize
Jack,
the disrespect that you did by mentioning that in the same breath, but I'll let it slide.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, apology not accepted, but it's fine.
Then that ends with kind of the culmination of the movie where this is the part where I really don't like.
He has a
where-
good heart.
Okay,
Okay, well,
so he
some
passes
parts
out,
go on.
right?
he passes out,
Deborah is
grabs
driving.
his body, and like has
No,
to,
that's
like,
fine,
put
that's
it
fine.
inside the car. Takes the car, starts driving away, and then she's listening to
Monster Mash?
Yes, the Monster Mash, the tape of Baby's mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't get that.
you did.
How?
That's the tape they wanted to go
Do
back
not
for.
pay attention.
They wanted to go back. No wonder you don't like
I
this
knew
movie.
I knew
You don't
that.
pay
No, I
attention.
do. I didn't realize that was the tape you're listening to. I thought you were just having some weird hallucinatory dream.
And he's like, "Oh, is this your mom?" And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh, her voice is beautiful." And it's like, yeah, it is.
When did this happen?
In the car.
Do not pay
I
attention.
swear I never heard of this.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch your movie. I'm gonna.
It's fine. No,
Watch.
it's-
I'm gonna watch it for a second time.
I'd be like, wow, this is
Pay
incredible.
attention. You
You're
can be
scrapping
like,
this whole
"Best
episode
movie
and
ever."
watching it.
No. Yeah, this
Okay,
episode. never
Let's take a 2-hour break. Watch the entirety of the movie again.
We'll
No,
be back.
it was still bad. I mean, no, I didn't say it was bad. It was slightly above average. But continue.
No, but like they play the song, and I really like how, like even though Baby crossed the line, he makes a choice at the end, and decides to turn himself in because that's not who he is, and it's not what
Sure.
who he wants to be.
He realizes that he's gonna die if he keeps going.
Maybe that.
Obviously.
What I don't like is that he grabs the keys out of the ignition and he throws them off the bridge. Okay, well, thanks to the guy who knows the tow instead of just like having the keys in the car. Like
was
that's
a-
someone's car.
It was a metaphor, Robert,
Yeah.
for him throwing away his life of crime, even though he was an aiding and abetting criminal for many years. Yeah, and then he somehow only gets 5 years in prison for like
No, it was-
murdering 2 people, participating in numerous
It
criminal
was
stings.
35 years.
They don't
and then
know that.
It was
5-year
25
parole.
years, but
25
5-year
years?
parole. So basically, it's 5 years.
I don't think it's actually lost somewhere because I did a bit of research. I don't have it with me right now because I leave my tab by accident. But basically, I believe it's you can get up to 15 years per crime, like for instance of being a criminal. So that's
Mhm.
15 years for every instance.
Yeah, so he
did a
should get a
crime.
lot.
Yeah, but they didn't know that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they
How?
did.
They had his
Because-
picture. They knew.
You only know from the first one, so that's 15 years.
No.
And then that's
No,
another
no.
15 years.
Yeah, still
And-
more than he got.
And in the defense, if Joe's like, oh yeah, he made a mistake when he was a kid, and if he was doing bad stuff,
Yeah, in his defense, by his like family member and 2 people that met him for like 2 seconds. Oh, he's a good person. Please don't send him to jail.
He was of good of heart.
Yeah. Okay, we'll give him 5 years parole.
He gave me my purse and said he was sorry.
Okay,
This is serious.
the baby thing though makes kind of like
What
the strongest
baby?
thing is the baby when he handed the person the baby in the second robbery. Because there's a baby in the back of the car.
Okay, that's just human decency though. Like that's
Yeah.
expected. Like if you don't, then you're actually a scumbag.
Especially like if you don't have your mask.
Yeah.
Baby not wearing masks.
Yeah, that was a great idea. Wearing just sunglasses. Speaking of, the worst part of this movie?
Okay, let's go to the.
The worst part of this movie was that they didn't have Justin Bieber's baby in it.
Wait, what?
Baby.
Baby. Oh.
I thought you meant Justin Bieber, literal baby. I'm like,
No.
He has a
Does he
child.
even have a
When I was 13,
Oh, boy.
I had my first love. There's nobody to compare it to my baby. No one can believe this or never come above. He got me going crazy. Oh, I was
I'm gonna
starstruck.
stop you there, boy.
Daily, don't need no Starbucks. She gets my butt. And skip a beat when I see her on the street and at school on the playground.
Okay,
And then I see her on the
stop.
weekend. No. Okay, yeah.
And we get sued again.
We're gonna get sued again. Speaking of Sue Me by Sabrina Carpenter, which is also a good song. This is the music episode. Yeah, let me just forget Baby Driver music. My music's better.
Yeah, Joshua, give us a whole podcast episode.
Lana Del Rey is underrated.
Mhm.
Underrated. Every album of hers is a hit.
Yes, Joshua, it is. Okay,
So
well,
you're saying?
so let's go through some quick points. Anyone?
Quick wrap up concerns.
Yeah.
So, final defense. Why you, as in opposition to my points, why you think I'm wrong, and
Okay.
why you would give your movie that 9.2.
Did you get it? Did you buff it up to 7?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
6.5.
Can I persuade you to get a 6.8?
No. Do you remember your doctor's number? No.
How much? How much?
No, just
How much do I think to get you to
You're
7?
supposed to be defending your movie. Maybe with your final push, you'll give me a change my mind.
Get you full right to the podcast.
Baby Driver.
Ooh, can I be a co-host?
I'll make you a co-host.
Oh no, that's too much. That's too rich. You won't do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
go.
Baby Driver, a film for the ages.
A film for the ages.
Yes.
What ages?
Okay.
30 to 45.
Very few do we see a kind of independent film that's not part of a reboot or a sequel or some sort of expanded universe being made in these days. And when we see something like this, which is made with such amount of craft and care into the actual filmmaking and kind of direction it's going by Edgar Wright and kind of such as the camera work, the editing, the shots.
What about it? Specifics.
I have a point here. I have a long-winded speech typed. I have 1,000-word speech typed on my computer. I'm reading it line by line. But I don't know. Just this movie is just amazing. You get
better defense than just saying, "Oh yeah, it's amazing."
It's hard to
automatically 9 because you said it was
just
amazing.
don't worry about making a general point and just talk about things that you enjoyed about it.
I don't know.
It was good.
It was good. Yeah. Wow, Jack, thank you. Riveting decision. 10 out of 10. I just feel like it's the music and how it incorporated that. Because it's a big thing to me. Like, I love music, and I kind of.
How much?
About this much.
Oh, okay. Yeah, continue.
You said that you didn't really connect to Baby a lot, but I kind of did in the fact because I always find myself kind of singing along, to songs I have in my earbuds.
That's true.
Just on my walk, out, just kind of gain.
Sometimes I just look out the window and I see you twerking on the sidewalk.
What?
That's true.
It was one time.
But yeah.
But I kind of saw myself and Baby in that way, and then I do agree that this film isn't perfect. I'm not saying it is, but I would have to rebuttal when you say you didn't enjoy it because I really enjoyed it.
I said I was captivated,
but I've seen it 4 times so far, and I'll probably see it.
That's fine. More. It's like I think
it's not like a movie that if you see it once, it's like I don't want to watch it again.
It's a movie where you're
well, it's like Screen Junkies, another movie YouTube channel. They had an argument about Jurassic World, fun versus failure, and it's whether. Obviously, all of this is very objective. It's all opinion. So it's even though you can kind of ignore awful plot or whatever, if you enjoyed it and you had fun, then that's a successful movie, right? That's basically what it's all for.
So about
Yeah.
your experience and mindset, like for instance, if you just like had a bad day that day, which I assume you did because
No, I didn't. I was.
everyone has to. Maybe I just hyped you up for two, because like
No, you didn't. You didn't.
because I feel like
I just
hyped-
kind of no. Number one, I'm being like, it was fine. I was like entertained. I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I'm just saying that there was parts of it that I didn't like and it prevented me from like getting into it a whole lot. Yeah, like you said, I thought Beatty was a thoroughly unlikable. Not maybe unlikable. Yeah, he was pretty. He wasn't a likable enough character, really. I think to support the movie, and the romance between him and Deborah wasn't strong enough, in my opinion. And then that coupled with a lot of different like plot things, as well as like the stupidity of the cops and all the different characters, that kind of took me out of it a little bit. But like again, you can kind of ignore a lot of those things and smooth it over just because you're enjoying the movie and you don't really care about the minutiae of it.
Okay.
Yeah, 6.5 is not bad. I'm very ridiculous, so it's kind of about. I want to establish a scale somewhere, right? I can't just give it gratuitous like 7.58.
Oh wait, now I'm gonna have to like. Yeah, thinking about that now. From now on, every movie that it's better than this one.
That's you know what I mean? So maybe I'm bringing you down. Oh, did I win this? 8.5.
9.1.
Yes, let's go. Jack, final thoughts?
Yeah, just it was good.
Did I say your name?
No, like how did your score change, if any?
I don't know.
Jack's confused. I convinced him. I got in his head.
Yeah.
You
So I don't really care about like the movie or anything. Is this if I
don't
enjoyed
care
it?
about the movie?
No, is this
I won.
if I enjoyed it and I wasn't bored in the movie, I liked it.
And you
Yeah.
enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Good to
Okay,
hear.
sweet.
I don't really care about the plot, pretty much.
Yeah, no, it's fine. That's basically it's what you have to really think about. At the end of the day, like, what's your purpose when you go to see a movie? You just want to have fun. You want to enjoy it, right?
Yeah, girls just want to have fun.
Yeah, and even with like The Last Jedi or something like that, which we also talked about in previous podcasts, as long as you really enjoy it and you have fun, even though they wasted a golden opportunity with the characters that they had.
They could have been like an amazing masterpiece.
Yeah, but
I just
we
wanna-
like The Last
we were
Jedi.
enjoyed.
Let's not go into it.
No, I mean the Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, Rise-
All I want to know is
Yeah.
what Finn wanted to say to Rey.
I love
Then he
you.
wanted to say like, "I have the Force, LMAO." Did he? He had the
I
Force,
think
right?
I think that was revealed in the book.
Yeah.
In the expanded book, like there's a lot more stuff.
Man, but
Yeah.
Every plot hole was covered up in the book with some dumb answer.
the
Well,
only-
that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Thank everyone to today's episode of the podcast, the RobCast podcast.
Indeed. I think this is a good episode.
Yeah, it was a
We
very
had some spirited debate.
very fun episode. Lots of singing.
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys want to recommend to the fine people before we, kind of sign off for today?
I started watching Tiger King on the Netflix because everyone's watching it during the teen. It's really interesting. It's cool. I don't think I mentioned it to you guys, but it's basically about in like the U.S. they have all these small independent zoos and stuff, and people that like own tigers and all of that, and talks really about the drama between them and the legal battles, the murder, even ? It's really interesting. So I guess I'd recommend that. I also today I was feeling really fall-y, autumny with the overcast weather, the wind. So I started watching the first season of Stranger Things again.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I like it. Obviously, it's mainstream, but it's good. I'm not that mainstream. I'm deep. I'm not like other guys. But yeah, no, it's good.
Josh, are you using this podcast to promote yourself?
Ladies, my Instagram is.
Okay, well, I've also been going down the Netflix rabbit hole during this time. I've started watching Daredevil.
Yes.
It's fun. I love this show.
So
Foggy
good.
is literally the best.
Yeah, he's great. So good. And it gets even better.
Yeah, but I was a pretty big Daredevil fan. I know, Jack, you love Daredevil.
Yeah, Jack's uncle is the writer of Daredevil.
Is Daredevil.
Yeah.
These two uncles, one's
Charlie
writer,
Cox.
one is Daredevil.
Yeah.
No, the fictional character.
Oh, really? Interesting. Interesting. I wonder how that
I
works.
guess it's nonfiction, yes.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it so far. I make my way for the first season, and I think I'm maybe 7 episodes in.
So
7.
7 or 13, yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. Wilson Fisk is
Yeah, a really good villain. Like they build the characters well.
it's very. I don't know if because I don't have a lot of experience. Mostly I just seen is when he pops up in Spider-Man cartoons or different things. But it's a very different origin story, which I kind of think is very interesting and stuff. And
Yeah, I guess.
from what I've seen,
Kinda. He always had a difficult relationship with his father.
yeah.
But they kind of play
That's
that.
the
You're
main
right. They
thing,
go
but
into more depth and do change it a bit for the TV show, 100%.
I definitely when we I want to talk about this once we
Yeah.
finish.
Oh, can we?
Once I finish it,
Yeah.
we should
Wow.
definitely
100%.
go over and talk about that.
100%.
But Jack, what are you watching, reading, listening to this week?
Not Daredevil.
Not Daredevil? What are you watching then? Have you seen Onward yet? We were talking about before the podcast.
Yeah.
Onward, the
That's
new.
It's a pretty good movie.
Pretty good.
Oh, is that the one with Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom
Oh,
Holland.
cool! The animated Disney
Yeah.
Plus. Yeah, okay. Very
Two
good.
and a half men.
What's this?
Yeah.
what's
Two
it-
better than half of their father.
Sure, I don't know what the hell the movie's about, but yeah.
It's weird.
But
It's weird.
Yeah. Do you like it, or thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
For those who weren't listening, he gave
Okay.
a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
thank you all for listening to the podcast today. Check out our Twitter and everything.
Yeah, at RobCast Podcast 1. Email robcastpodcast1@gmail.com. Send us audio messages at Anchor. No one's listening, so it doesn't really matter what we say right now.
Yes. And have a good day, everyone.
Bye.